Oh, okay. First I have to click on that one.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we go. We're getting close. All right, Toad Hall Tuesday. We are live.
March 1st.
March 1st, 2022. Good morning, everybody. We already got a nice little batch in here this morning. Morning, guys. Thanks so much for getting in.
Got to turn my volume down.
Today is our highly anticipated blind record draw. It's time for March Metal blind record draw announced today. I've had more people ask about this blind record draw
Oh, this is a cool draw.
than ever. So this is an all metal blind record draw. We talked about it for the last couple weeks, and it is live right now on our website, and that's going to drop the link into the chat if you want to get one of those 20 spots. You can go into the link and it'll show you the 20 items that are available. We're going to go through them all one by one. Yeah, so we're really excited to get that going.
Let us know if you can hear us okay. We've got some work going on next door.
Yeah, we have our store is expanding over here, so we got quite a bit going on over there. Derek says he got his order in yesterday. Not sure. Did you talk with Pat on that? Because she did not inform me of that. So
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's
I've been
going on
off
with that.
last week, so
Annette had a whole week off.
been cleaning out my basement.
Yep. Getting that.
Slowly.
How's it going? Give her some speakers and stuff?
Not yet. Hopefully that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did you get rid of?
Oh, I took a bunch of stuff to Miss Carly's. It's
Yeah.
one of our nonprofits. It's for people who have some addiction issues, and they always need bedding and like hoodies and stuff like that. For
Yeah.
the bedding's for the people that are going to go into an addiction program.
Yeah.
A
Well,
recovery
it's
program.
yeah, it's usually in recovery.
So
keep people on their feet.
I'm one of those weird people that I've got to wash everything before I donate it. So I took 3 contractor bags full of bedding.
Okay.
And so I've been washing clothes, washing everything, trying to figure out what I'm going to keep, what's going where. Feels good though.
Very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of questions coming in this morning. It's talking about, can we get more than one copy of a particular title for RSD? Yes. So our RSD rules, if you're physically here at the store, it is 1 title per customer in the morning in the line.
Right.
Then after the line's done, then yes, you can get more than 1. But the line in the morning, it is restricted to 1 title per person. But usually it's 3 records per thing. So you can get 3 or 6 unique records.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes and no. So
All kinds of stuff coming in here I know nothing
about.
about.
Coming in on here today. All right.
So Justin got his new turntable. That's sweet. Ortofon Blue.
Yeah.
Bastille record.
National Day is.
Oh, hang on. I got to figure out what
And-
state it is. It's National Minnesota Day.
National Minnesota Day.
So anybody watching, happy Minnesota Day.
What else you got?
We got Fat Tuesday today.
It's Fat Tuesday.
I'm going to let Nick say this next one because
Paczki.
Paczki Day.
Paczki. It's a little-
Polish,
It's like a pastry.
like a pastry. Which
Fat
is
Tuesday
really
thing.
weird because I didn't know yesterday. Paul came home with a box of them. I'm like, what are those? And they look good. So today I'm looking up what day it is, and now I know what they are.
Paczki is.
I haven't tried one yet, but they look pretty yummy.
Yeah, they're like a real light pastry.
They're a dough, and they look like a dough. Some had custard, some had
Yeah.
jam. So probably try one tomorrow when I'm off.
How about this for news?
Yeah, I didn't research that. You did. So
49 years ago today.
that's amazing. That's
March
wow.
1st, 1973. Dark Side of the Moon was released on the world. Almost 50 years, 49 years to the day.
Is that just not
I'm sure
amazing?
Probably everyone in the chat already owns this record. But if you don't, we have them new for $33. Maybe you know someone who's just getting into vinyl and they don't have one yet. But I mean, most of us probably only bought this record 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times. Cassette, CD,
Yeah.
vinyl, vinyl 2, vinyl 3.
Yeah,
So,
I know I have.
yeah, we all have. Derek asks if we mail out T-shirts. Yes, we do.
Oh, of course.
We do mail out T-shirts. Our merch is a little lackluster right now.
Any idea on when the new ones are going to be available?
Once we get this renovation done.
Okay.
We're a lot of financial hurdles to go over here. I mean, they're literally sanding the walls right now while we're doing the show. They're working over there right now. Hopefully it gets sanded, primed, painted this week. We bought the flooring yesterday. Flooring will go in hopefully next week. Once that's all done and we can put some shelves up and put some hangers up, I will then order shirts. It doesn't make sense to order shirts and let them sit in a box on the
Right.
floor.
And I think this might be one of the few styles we have left.
Yeah, we do still have
I'm
some
not
of those.
sure what sizes we have.
So
in
right
these.
now-
there are some really cool new styles coming out.
We will we'll be sure to include our new shirts on our show when we
Yeah.
get them. Like I said, we're missing a lot of sizes. It's all kind of a mess right now because of the edition. But yeah, in the next couple of weeks, I anticipate getting some new stuff and getting it freshed up. So
Justin doesn't own this,
holy cow.
but that's okay, Justin.
It's never
you
too
probably own
late.
some really cool stuff we don't,
Yeah.
and that's just fine.
So what did you do with your week off?
I just told you I'm
Just clean out the basement. You did something fun.
basement.
Anything other than the basement?
Got my sewing machine back.
Oh, I saw you posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into quilting.
Oh man.
So we did a Costco trip. I got a new desk for my sewing machine. I got a
Cool.
cabinet.
You're all set
But
up.
the nice thing about it is I have all the big stuff. So I just needed to replace a few small items that I didn't have.
So it wasn't super pricey.
No.
Over the weekend,
Derek
Watched-
wants the one I have on. Well,
I'll have to see what sizes we got. We should
maybe
have them.
you can't have this one. I might get in trouble if I
Give it away.
take it off right now. I do have a tank top on though.
I watched a couple of documentaries. I finally watched the Bee Gees documentary. Have you seen it yet?
I can't remember if I didn't I, because we did a Bee Gees show
It was
a
on
bit ago.
HBO. We did a Bee Gees show when it came out.
And I think
You watched? I finally watched
so.
it. It was so good. About their early years and how they're a British pop band, and they rode like the tales of the Beatles,
Beatles,
whole thing,
yeah.
the British invasion, and then they had to reinvent themselves, and then they did the disco thing and the.
separated a few times.
Oh my gosh, what a crazy story! Watched it, and then I watched the Skinner doc, which I think I'd already watched before.
And I've
I
seen
love
that
it.
one, but it's been a while ago.
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
a
it's
good
been a while.
show.
They go
I do
through
have
this-
it on my watch again list though.
Yeah, it is a phenomenal one, the Skinner doc, and they talk about. Those guys were rough and tumble dudes, weren't they?
Yeah.
There are some.
But it's
Southern
just
guys, they're tough.
amazing the talent,
Yeah.
especially the piano and whatnot. Excuse me. Well, I watched a fun movie, which was really weird. I don't know if y'all know, I'm kind of like an old movie,
Buff.
not a buff. I just love watching old movies. So I
Uh-huh.
came across this one. It's from 1964, and it's called Get Yourself a College Girl. It's just one of those cheesy music movies, okay?
Okay.
And I didn't even know this when I recorded it. We opened it up, and Stan Getz and Astrid Gilberto was in it.
Let's go.
Jimmy Smith and his trio was in it.
They're like physically in the movie, like they're playing on the movie.
Yes, Nancy Sinatra was in
Holy
there.
cow.
The Animals, the Dave Clark Five. I mean, it was a cheesy movie, but it was fun to see all that
Good.
stuff in there. So we just watched that, and it's called Get Yourself a College Girl, 1964.
Speaking of other cheesy movies, I saw the Foo Fighters movie.
No.
I did. I saw Studio 666. You guys.
And
It's another really cheesy movie. It's if you like really bad horror movies, which I like that stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. And they make a lot of jokes about the band and about their music and it's
my shirt's going to be the Star Duck in the next straw.
yeah, a Nets personal worn shirt. Could be. But
Nick,
yeah.
Nick probably hasn't watched I Called Him Morgan, but I think my husband and I have it on our wait list, I believe.
I have not watched that.
Because that's Lee Morgan, right?
Yeah, it must
That's
be.
about Lee Morgan, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so people were asking if anyone had seen it. It flopped in the box office.
Yeah.
It didn't do very well. There's some funny parts. My girlfriend hated it. She thought it was dumb. She's not a huge Foo Fighters fan, though. I made her go. But I enjoyed it. I mean, if you know going in it's going to be a really cheesy, corny horror movie,
Yeah.
and it's the Foo Fighters, then don't put your expectations too high.
Right.
There's some gory death scenes. I mean, like a slasher movie, you
Yeah.
know? And they play up on that. And Pat Schmier is not an actor, which makes it even funnier because he just isn't an actor, and he's just
It's like,
he like knows he isn't, and it's really pretty good. There's it all happened at one mansion, and I don't want to give away anything, but there's some gory parts. It's really slow in the beginning. I mean, it's kind of like cringy acting, but about halfway through the movie, the plot gets really cool.
I bet that's going to end up being one of a cult movie 40
It might.
years from now, you know?
Only because it's one of those. He gets possessed by a band that lived at the mansion before to make a demonic song, and there's a living book, and you have to sacrifice
Don't give it all
blood
away.
into the book. And I mean, they got some cool like gore, and like I just thought the horror part of it was really well done. If the acting suffered a little bit, it is what it is. It's the Foo Fighters. I enjoyed it. It's worth seeing. Maybe if you wait till DVD. I paid $6 to see it in our local theater here in Beloit.
$6? That's a
$6.
bargain.
$6.
Did they give you free
Sunday
popcorn with
matinee.
that?
No, the popcorn was just as much as which is cheap because man. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you like the Foo Fighters and you like stupid horror movies, you will love it. If you're anybody else, you probably won't. You'll think it's dumb. Let's get into Metal March. Well, you got something, and that's
No, I did watch the Morgan documentary, but I'm going to have to I have to rewatch things because I watch so many documentaries and read a lot of books that sometimes I forget what's what. So.
all right. So now
Chainsaw Massacre, exactly. Yep.
there is a chainsaw death in the new in the Foo Fighters movie. It's a pretty good one. All right. So Metal March. Today we are showing off all of the metal records that you can win in our blind record draw that will be in 2 weeks. Because we will not have a show next week. Because I will be recharging my batteries on vacation.
Someplace warm.
Yeah. So 2 weeks from today we draw for this blind record draw. They're $45 a spot. Annette,
They are live. I can copy it
They
back.
are live.
I can put it back in there.
Hit paste again and get it in
Yeah.
there.
There you go. There's the link.
There's the link.
There's some cool stuff in here.
All right, so we're going to start, and I got personal notes on almost all the releases from Death Metal Dan.
We should have had Death Metal Dan in here today.
I wanted to,
on
but
spot.
He's a little camera shy,
Oh.
and that's okay.
He could have put on like a hat and glasses and been incognito.
So, as you guys know, there's 20 spots. Each spot is $45, includes free shipping. We select the winners via a duck draw.
Duck draw.
If you guys are watching, most of you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's start out with one of the grand prizes, because there are 3 big grand prizes. We're going to start off with one of them.
Oh.
One of the grand prizes is a Black Sabbath Sabotage Super Deluxe box. It's Metal March, guys. We had to bring the big bang of metal to the forefront. So this is Super Deluxe Sabotage, has the original album remastered, has a North American live tour in '75, which is part 1, part 2 is album 2 and 3. Album 4 is North American tour part 3. And there's a 7-inch single, there's a book, there's a tour book, 7-inch replica concert book, 40-page book with photos, artwork, and liner notes, and a color tour poster.
Ray's going to the parade. Have fun,
wonderful.
Ray.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah. So he said he'll catch us later.
It's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
You got notes
hold
about
up.
this one?
Yep, so we're going to start off with notes here.
This is
Down, NOLA.
NOLA.
Which is ironic because it's New Orleans.
Yeah.
Fat Tuesday's today.
Yeah.
Party ends tonight at midnight. So, each guy in this band is from another band. It's a super group. It's an underground metal super group. A guy from Pantera, someone from I Hate God, Crowbar, and COC, Corrosion of Conformity. All 4 of those guys formed together down underground rock supergroup. And it is one of my favorites. It's phenomenal. Please do check it out.
From 1995.
And today's show is
Original.
as much about the Blind Record Draw as it is educating you about some metal bands.
And educating me about some metal bands.
So that's kind of where we're at today.
That's cool.
So we're having fun
Yeah,
with that.
Dan
Down
is so,
Nola.
so knowledgeable.
COC is next. COC. Speaking of people from New Orleans, Corrosion of Conformity.
Where are
the
they?
bottom. COC Blind. This is one of the classic Corrosion of Conformity records. This is more hard rock, underground, early 90s. And he said that this one is the classic one. This is one of the ones that you got to have. It's absolute classic.
This is a 2 LP set.
2 LP set. This is, obviously, guys, we're going through the Blind Record Draw. This is another prize you can win. $45, free shipping. Everyone gets something. Some people are going to get some pretty big prizes, though.
Yeah, and there's some demos on here. Let's see.
Yeah, this has been out of print forever.
Some instrumentals.
So they put the whole record together, and then they put some instrumentals and demos.
What's that year there, the original year? Look how small it is, 1991?
Yeah.
91
91.
original release on this. And repressed in, it looks like 2021.
And they've been pressing all the COC records this last maybe 4 or 5 months. They've all been coming out. So if you find yourself into this kind of music, now is a really good time to get into COC because you can get this stuff. This is the 30th anniversary edition of this landmark album, Blind. Next up, Venom. We have 2 different Venom records. Here's one of them. You can show that one off. Venom.
Another 2 LP set, In League with Satan.
These are the inventors of black metal. These guys even had an album called Black Metal. Do you know the difference between black metal and death metal and all that stuff? So
One's gray, one's black. I don't know.
no. So I had a discussion. So death metal is your stereotypical Cookie Monster.
Okay.
That's your death metal. Black metal is more like I. It's like higher pitch.
Black metal's higher pitch and death metal.
Death metal is Cookie Monster.
Okay.
Black metal is going to be the more high pitch, like speed stuff. These guys invented black metal. They're an English UK band. There's actually 2 different Venom records in the Blind Record Draw. This one is Sons of Satan, rare and unreleased. Check it out. It's on this cool Splatter vinyl. I think that one's on Splatter too, isn't it?
This is volume 2. I don't know if it is or not. This gives me no. It probably is. It's got a replacement barcode, which usually indicates that it's a special edition. So
I love the songs. Angel Dust, Buried Alive, Raise the Dead, Red Light Fever. These are all rehearsals from 1979.
Wow.
Demos from 1980. Some really cool stuff. Here's
Let's see what this one's
In League with Satan.
And it doesn't say anything about a color or anything.
1983, 1984 is the year on this one. So yeah, 2 really cool Venom records. Some big time.
Yeah, it might or
black
might
metal
not
stuff.
be on colored vinyl. Okay.
All right,
Back
let's
to
see what you got here. I forgot to put the title of this next one. See if I can figure it out. I think it's I Hate God. I believe is the next one.
And I know this one's on Splatter. They were nice enough to put a little hype sticker on it. Thank you.
Yep. I Hate God. More. This is. He described this with Jimmy Bowers in it, who was also in Down. He's the guitar player in this one. He's the drummer in Down.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. He calls this a sludge fest. Those are the words out of Dan's mouth.
Sludge fest.
Sludge fest, screaming.
Did he explain what a sludge fest is?
No, you just have to figure it out. Screaming New Orleans metal. Sludge fest. I Hate God. But it's on his pick. And this is probably one of the newest records. I don't think this is very old.
Let's see if I can.
It says 2014. Yeah. So not nearly that old, but more some metal. I love that splatter though. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right. Next up, Baroness.
Crafty, all genres are confusing half the time, man. When I start researching stuff, it's like, really, that's a genre?
Yeah, yeah, they have a lot of. They've subcategorized metal quite a bit, and metal
Not
people
just
love
metal, everything.
it. Yeah,
It's
everyone's
like,
been
I'm like,
subgenres to heck.
Yeah.
I'll show off the next one.
Baroness, Red Album.
So this might be the most, not what's the word where people easily to get into? Most approachable.
Okay.
Most
That works.
approachable metal record we have today.
To get your foot wet, maybe?
Yeah.
Dip your toes into the metal world?
They have several albums, and I think 4 or 5 of them are in print in our store right now.
Yeah, there's the blue one, the green one, the yellow one, the red
Gold,
one.
yeah,
or
purple.
gold, yeah.
This is very melodic. It's all singing, no screaming. This is the most mainstream record we have, but it's not mainstream. They are still very much underground. There's a female singer that does melodies with them, but she plays guitar, so it's not a female singer per se. Way more, accessible. I really like Baroness too.
I should have wore my Sweden rock shirt today. That's that huge concert in Sweden every year. That mostly half of it's metal bands.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's in Sölvesborg, Sweden. Every year in June, I think it is.
Pantera time.
Pantera, a couple
Groove
of Pantera
metal.
titles.
You got to get the last. We're doing the last 2 Pantera records are in the blind record draw. These are Reinventing Your Steel and Great Southern Trunk Kill. Obviously, Pantera were at one point one of the biggest bands in the world. Even though these are the last 2 records by Pantera, both these records still made it to number 4 on the charts, which is saying something.
I guess, and these are both on some funky colored
These are
vinyl
limited
here.
edition colored vinyl. This is white and sandblasted orange.
And this is white and Southern Flames yellow marbled vinyl.
So these are both out of print. They're gone. They did the whole series of them, but all the other ones are sold out. So these are the last 2 we got. Phil, so I was talking about why did Pantera stop? Well, Phil left for Down, and he was also in Superjoint Ritual. So Down, which is the first record we started
Right.
with, he was involved with Pantera and Down at the same time, and he left. They just weren't getting along, and there was a lot of stuff going on in Pantera, and he just focused. He's like, all right, I'm out. I'm doing Down and Superjoint Ritual. Also another good band. But Pantera, obviously a huge, huge name. And a cool pressing, too.
We forgot one of our record holders today.
I know we did. Mr. Bungle.
Now, I think
Raging Wrath of the Easter Bunny.
Dan has just recently gone to or is going to one of their concerts around here.
I
thought
think
he
we
said.
were going to go, and then it COVIDed out. So I
Oh,
think it got
okay.
rescheduled. But I reviewed this record on my channel back a little while ago. This is a thrash metal record. This is the guys from Mr. Bungle in high school. They recorded this record as a demo, and it's thrash metal. And then they never really released it. But now, come 2020 or 2021, they re-recorded all their teenage songs with Scott Ian from Anthrax
2020.
and Dave Lombardo from Slayer.
Wow.
And then the 3 original guys from Mr. Bungle all recorded this crazy thrash metal record. So if you're into Anthrax or Slayer or Mr. Bungle, this one is very much thrash metal heavy. It's not like the rest of the records. I need to say that Mr. Bungle records are all different. This one is a thrash record.
It's a double LP
Yep.
on baby pink splatter vinyl. Just doesn't seem appropriate. Baby pink splatter vinyl.
People are saying great selections for the metal draw. Awesome. Yeah. Perfect workout music. Chris is saying hi. Hi, Chris. All right. Next up, Death. We got 2 Death records in this draw. Want to show the Death records?
Yeah, I will.
Very early death metal band from Florida. Which is where most of the metal at that time came from, was Florida.
Really?
Yeah. And the late
I
80s and
would-
early 90s.
Would not have thunk that.
These are limited edition versions of these Death records. I think these are on Butterfly edition, and I was like, "What's Butterfly?"
Yeah, what's Butterfly? Oh, well, isn't that sweet?
They don't come sealed, guys.
No.
So they come just in an outer plastic. These records are really hard to come by new. Or used. So every time they come out new, I order a boatload of them because people buy them up like crazy. So there are, I think, two or three others that we have in stock, but these are in the blind record draw. 80s, early 90s, death metal. Death, obviously, the title. That can't go wrong. We had a good laugh about this cover. Look at that one. Enslaved. Could you believe that that's a Viking metal record?
No, I would have never guessed that.
I'm gonna zoom in on it. How do you like that for a Viking metal record, guys? It's got a boat, guys all dressed up. Look at that. Viking metal. How cool is that? I always said, well, what's the difference between Viking metal, black metal, death metal?
And
it's between death metal and black metal, but the lyrics they're more epic. It's more of an epic battle.
makes sense.
Viking metal. It makes sense. More epic style. These guys kind of invented Viking metal. They're kind of one of the earlier people for it.
Look at the skull within the clouds.
I missed that. I like that.
Yeah, right here.
I dig that.
Cool.
Again, guys, we are going through one by one the records that are going to be in our blind record draw. Annette put the link in the chat. You can click on there and pick up your spot. There's only 20 available. And I don't have it pulled up here to see if any have been sold.
Oh.
Let's do another grand prize.
Let me check.
Let's do another grand prize here.
You're going to do another grand prize?
We're doing another grand prize.
Let me get in here.
How
and
about
see.
another one of our grand prizes, which is Black Sabbath Technical Ecstasy Super Deluxe Box. So that's right. Second one of the Black Sabbaths. Technical Ecstasy, this is the remaster, 1 LP. New Mix is the second LP. Outtakes and alternative mixes is the third LP. Live is the fourth and fifth LP. 5 LP box, original album newly remastered, 2 LPs of new mixes, alternate mixed versions, 2 LP live concert recording from the 76-77 World Tour, replica concert book, 40-page book, notes, artwork, color poster. Same style that they did the other one,
Same
just a new
concept,
album.
yeah.
Same concept with a new idea. So you can win this for just $45.
One has sold so far.
Wow, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys pick them up. We got 20 of them available. Metal, we had a lot of people asking about this, so I do think it will sell out. I guess they've all sold out, technically, so.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had one that hasn't yet, so. All right, let's keep going. Pentagram, one of the first American doom metal bands, started in the 70s, never made it big.
Who is that? I'm sorry.
Pentagram.
Oh, okay.
They are still around today, I believe. Nope, Behemoth is what I was talking about. Pentagram's never made it big. They should have, but one of the first American doom bands. How about that? Let's see what this thing. I love the cover of it.
Yeah, it is
So it's
pretty
got
cool.
a foil cover.
Uh-huh.
Another blind record draw. This is the 04 Cult album. Exclusive artwork by the Italian Masters. Definitive authorized edition of this cult metal classic. Now we're into Behemoth. Incredible black metal. Poland black metal. Started in the 90s and they are still around. Read off the titles on that record, Annette.
Transylvanian Forest.
Yes.
Moonspell Rites.
Yep.
Pure Evil and Hate. Mm-hmm. Couple different versions of Transylvanian Forest. I have such a hard time reading this font.
You can't?
Moonspell
Moonspell
What's that
Rites?
one say?
I don't know. It's Storming Near
Storming
the
near
Baltic.
the Baltic is the translation.
Pure Chill and Hate.
Pure,
Or Pure Evil and Hate.
and Moonspell Rites.
Just good titles, good black metal, good stuff.
Forgotten
Behemoth.
Empire of a Dark Witchcraft.
It sounds so much different when you say it that way. Let's say it. If you say it like
Forgotten Empire of Dark Witchcraft.
there we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
Had to get out my metal
Cookie
voice.
Monster going.
On cool gray marbled vinyl.
There you go.
Limited to 500 copies worldwide. for this one.
How about that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Cool.
Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny. This is the lenticular. Look at this. All the
That's a cool cover.
what do you call it, embossed cover.
Yeah.
This album is the blueprint for the British heavy metal,
the mail
the new
here.
wave of British heavy metal. So this is the album, the black. This is the 45 RPM edition,
Not
includes
really. What
download
are you
card.
doing?
Sad Wings of Destiny. This is pretty much
You can
a
come in.
must
Look,
own
we're
if you're
doing a
into,
live
you know,
stream right now
these
on
guys. This
YouTube.
record set the stage
We're
for
filming right
Maiden
now, but you're welcome.
and you know all the rest of the Priest stuff, all that stuff that came out of that era. This was the start of it, so we had to throw it in there. All right, next up, we're getting down there. We just got a couple Dio records.
I don't even think the register.
We have it's open.
Okay.
We have a Dio Holy Diva Record Store Day picture disc, platinum debut, Holy Diver Rainbow in the Dark on picture disc, limited to 7,500. This was a Record Store Day release. We also have
This one was as well.
that one was as well. That title is, I can never remember the title of this one. It's The Last in Line. Same thing, limited edition picture disc. Waiting for-
RSD exclusive.
Yep. So you can get either of these two. And finally, our final item in the third grand prize,
Yeah, difficult to read font on metal. Never.
the out of print, hard to find Black Sabbath Paranoid Super Deluxe. That's right, guys. We did 3 Sabbath Super Deluxes for grand prizes. This one is the original album quadraphonic mix. Has a Live in Montreux, Part 1, Part 2, Live in Brussels, Part 1 and Part 2. This one's opened. So everything else has been new. Only one that isn't is this. So let's open it up. Let's see what we got in
Let's
there.
see what we've got in here.
Give you an idea on what's in these Super Deluxe boxes.
Ooh. Hold on, I don't want to bend the box or
Nope.
anything. What's
That's
that?
a hype sticker. Previous owner saved the hype sticker. You always gotta love that. Guys, you can enter our blind record draw in the link, toadhallonline.com. Otherwise, it's up in the chat. You can grab that.
This is LP3, LP4, LP5. It's the Live in Montreux 1970, Part 1.
It's a trifold.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Oh, there's a little tear in it that I did not do. That was
No,
there
it came that way.
previously. Live in Montreux 1970, Part 2. Live in Brussels 1970, Part 1.
Go through that.
Live in Brussels 1970, Part 2. So 3 LPs within this one, within the trifold. Live in Europe 1970. Oh, let's see what else we've got in here. There's a copy of Black Sabbath Paranoid. Gatefold, it is a single LP on there. Great album. And a Paranoid Quad in stereo. Same gatefold, 1 LP in there. This must be this is the booklet. Some cool booklet here that goes with it. Black Sabbath centerfold, how about that? Cool stuff in there.
On the way out.
This is the poster.
No problem. Twist the handle. Go underneath.
Big old poster to go with this.
Twist it down.
Trying to be very gentle, everybody.
Push it down.
So hopefully this will go all in screen here. We've got this big old
Holy
poster.
cow, that's a cool poster.
Yeah, isn't that a cool poster?
Sorry about that, guys. People are already trying to come in and buy stuff.
Every Tuesday.
Every
that
Tuesday we get that,
happens.
don't we?
Yeah.
That's a
and
hardcover book.
Hardcover book, Black Sabbath Paranoid Super Deluxe.
This is the back. This is the black back hype. It's got the barcode. It tells you what's in the box. Previous owner saved all that stuff. I love it.
Well, that's
always
as
good.
it should be.
Yeah.
So really nice.
Oh,
Look,
that's
it's got
cool.
like the
All the different.
album covers.
That's like all the import covers and tapes, and that's a cool book.
Yeah, very cool book.
Well, there you have it, guys. That is what we got for the blind record draw, the Metal March blind record draw. Be sure to get your spot. There are only 20 spots available, and I know one or at least a couple have sold. Let's see. Take a peek. Head over to the link. You can get in there. Yeah, we sold a few of them already so far.
Sweet.
They are limited to 20 spots. They are $45 each, and it's
When's-
free shipping.
What days have we determined? So it won't be next week.
It's 2 weeks from
2
today.
weeks from today,
2 weeks
which
from
will
today.
be the
March
15th.
15th. It's
The
in
Ides of March. Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Didn't realize that. It just happened to land on a Tuesday.
How about that?
How about that? How about that?
Is that?
That's just we have one that's sealed, so we're going to ship a sealed one.
Oh, okay. Well, and that's the reason why we showed the open one is because this one's still in the original
That's
pack
one of the-
box,
that's
and it
one
would
of
have
the
been hard
grand
to
prizes.
say. This is Black Sabbath.
Yeah, right. What does it say on it?
It does say made in Germany. No, it says Black Sabbath
That's smart.
sabotage.
So yeah, that's
I
the
know.
sabotage. Whoever gets the sabotage will get it in the original
Get it.
shipping. It's not a
But-
big deal, but
but you
ensures
did-
that you get it in good shape.
And you got an idea of what's in it now too.
Yep. Yeah, we wanted to
really
show the
cool.
opened one so you could see what it is. All right, we got a lot of good trade-ins this week. A lot of new releases, and that's got a few new releases we're going to talk about.
Which I know nothing about because obviously I was off. I just went through some. I just thought this is really cool. So, Pokemon 25, the album.
We've been waiting for a Pokemon album forever.
Well,
Pokemon's like the hottest thing on the planet
man,
for IP. And we finally got a Pokemon release. Look who's on it.
I know it's got Katy Perry, Jax Jones, Lil Yachty, Vince Staples, Post Malone. So it looks like there's
Pop.
10 songs on here.
It's all
Yeah.
the best of the pop world right now. What a great collaboration.
This
It's
is
on yellow
cool.
vinyl too. It's on Pokemon
Oh,
yellow
is it?
vinyl. I believe it is.
Doesn't say it is, but
I
it
think
probably
it's on
is.
colored vinyl.
Pretty cool that.
Yeah.
$29 on that, so that's pretty cool.
Then another big release this week was the new Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, the Ballad of Dude and Juanita.
I thought it was Junta. That's probably Juanita.
Juanita.
That's what I get.
That's how, yeah.
Juanita.
Juanita.
Yeah, that's probably right.
100% pure Kentucky sauce. Indie exclusive, natural vinyl and illustration insert. I just knew there was a new one coming out. I know nothing about this one. This is another one of those. Some of these companies are starting to do this where you may think they're already open, but they're really not.
They come in the resealables.
They come in the resealable. So actually this one, no, this is sealed pretty good, but it's just, I think they're trying to get a little more eco-friendly in
I
their
mean, it is smart
packaging.
because then you don't have to give them another sleeve.
Yeah.
You know, like if you take a shrink wrap, there's a plastic that you rip off the record, throw away, then you buy a new sleeve and put a sleeve on. If you have this, it's one and done. So yeah, I mean, I get that. That makes more sense than the brown paper bag that the other place ships.
Jelly Roll Johnson on harmonica on this. Willie Nelson, lead guitar on Juanita.
People are saying, I like the Post Malone cover on that record. Also, the Target Vision version is cool because it's a red and white split, looks like a Pokeball. Yeah, pretty sure this one is yellow. And people are saying the Sturgill Simpson is phenomenal.
I'll have to
He
put
hasn't
this
made a
on
bad
my
record
listen
yet.
to list because I haven't listened to that Sturgill Simpson yet.
I just was going through the used records and found some cool stuff.
Cool.
Two Leonard Cohens. They don't very often get Leonard Cohen records.
No,
I mean,
got
they're
something in it.
pretty much.
too.
I don't even think he has a divider because he's perpetually out. We got $20 on the best of. Looks like somebody's cat got to this spine. What do you have on that
Lyr-
one? Songs of.
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, it's got the original
Lyric list.
best of.
$16.
That's not bad.
Yeah, this got the lyric list too on this one.
Record's really
Cool
nice.
cover on the back of that one.
Record's way nicer than the cover is.
Hopefully that's the case with this one too, because
Yeah.
the cover's a little.
And then I was going through.
VG,
good.
VG Plus.
GV.
Did I say
GV
GV
Plus?
Plus? It's good, very
VG
plus
Plus.
today.
And that's first day back in a week. She had a week up. We gotta get her back up to speed.
That's right.
I don't know the last time I saw one of these used. Psychotic Reaction Count 5. Even the reissue of this is getting hard to find. We got $32 on this. It's an original. on double shot. It's not. It's probably VG plus. It's probably VG plus. It would probably play with a little bit of noise. It's not going to skip. It's not that bad. But yeah, we just never get count 5 saccadic reaction. It just doesn't come in. That's 180 gram. That's a reissue. It's kind of
Buffalo Springfield again, $20 on this one.
That's like the only way you can get Buffalo Springfield albums nowadays.
Yeah.
At least they're not expensive.
No.
Look what one was traded in and one I found in the store. This record we get asked about all the time. Tracy Chapman, and we never have it. I got one with the original Shrink and Hype.
An original price sticker from Apple Tree.
$8.99. Well, now it's $75.
If it was from Apple Tree and Rockford, they used to be over at Edgebrook Mall.
I have another one that doesn't have Shrink or Hype. The cover's got a little more wear on it. Record's still really nice for $55. So you got two options while they last. Obviously, Fast Car was a monster hit.
I only have that on CD at home.
I'm waiting for them to reissue it, but I don't know if they're ever going to. I mean, that record. I have told Mobile Fidelity for a decade to put this out, and if they haven't done it by now, there's a reason they haven't done it.
1988.
Everybody knows that they want Analog Productions, MoFi. Everyone's trying to get rights to this. There's a reason it's not getting reissued. I don't know what it is, but they're not dumb. I'm sure they've tried. This was traded in, Stranger Things, Volume 1. I got $25 on this. It's a 2 LP set. Stranger Things has been a little cool lately, but I think it's going to pop back up when the new season comes out. It's coming eventually. I don't know when it is, but $25 isn't bad. A lot of these are on colored vinyl. Let's see if this one's on colored vinyl. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, pretty.
I love that. That midnight blue with black. Looks like brand new, too. These I just saw in the bin today, too.
Oh, there's a couple different ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they're cool covers. Escape from John Carpenter's. How come this is Halloween on there and Escape from New York are they 12-inch singles? That makes sense there. So they've got probably one song on each side there. Sacred Bones records. What do you have, the Halloween one there?
Yeah, go ahead. No, keep going.
So yeah, it's a 12-inch single RPM, 45 RPM. Halloween on one side and Escape from New York on this side.
This one's got Assault on Precinct 13 and The Fog. They're not expensive. They're only $15. I've never had these. They're from 2016. I'm betting these are probably pretty rare. 12-inch singles of the main themes for the songs for the movies.
I don't know if I've ever watched Stranger Things or not.
Oh, it's really good. It's on Netflix. You like sci-fi stuff? I do.
Well, I think I might have watched one or two of them. I can't remember.
Nice segue into Halloween soundtrack that came out new on vinyl by Death Waltz. So we got these new as well. But I figured since we're talking about this. These were traded in. You want to take those? I'll let you take those.
And we've got a Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Soul to Soul, original like new, $30 on this one.
We basically
like
never
new.
get Stevie Ray Vaughan's anymore.
No.
To get an original in nice shape, it's either that or you have to buy the Analog Productions version, which is good, but it's $61. A lot of people don't want to spend $61 on a record.
Yeah.
A lot of people just bought a turntable. They want to get rolling. They want a Stevie record, but they don't want to pay $60. So
$30.
hard to find an original. Hard to find even a regular single LP. I got some other stuff. Here's a Slap Shot Sudden Death Overtime, $20. This was just traded in this week. Along with Poison Idea, the latest Will and Testament, $18 on TKO Records. I wonder if these are on colored vinyl. Go for it.
The Wall, speaking of Pink Floyd, The Wall, $50, mint minus vinyl on this one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get them in. Now, we used to throw them in the rack. We don't even throw them in the rack. We put them on our wall, our display wall now, and they sell before they make it to the rack.
And we've got a Prince Purple Rain. Mint minus, $30 for the vinyl, mint minus on the vinyl. The cover looks mint minus too, so I'm assuming $30 on that one.
First half of season 4 airs in May for Stranger Things. So
maybe I better watch seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I think it's going to sneak up on people because it's been like 2 years since we've gotten any Stranger Things. And every time it comes around, it's like this big deal because it's 80s music and it's pop culture and it's, sci-fi and it's kind of not horror, but horror in the way Gremlins was horror.
Is this
like it's fun horror? It's not like terrifying.
Is this the show that recorded some of the episodes up in the House on the Rock in Wisconsin?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
Okay.
Last record I got is Teenage Bottle Rocket, Stealing the Covers. Another $20 record, another one on Fat Records. Their records are always really inexpensive. It's just black vinyl, but it looks like brand new. Guys, if anything we've shown you here, you want to give us a call, we will take your phone call and get it out to you, because a lot of this stuff is not on there.
That was American God, sorry.
Oh, okay. We can get that stuff to you no matter where you're at. Do we cover everything in that? We have anything else over there?
No, I don't think so.
That's it.
Well, I did just this one to go with the, I just kind of pulled this one out, right, just to go with the metal thing. So I just pulled that out, Godflesh Hymns. Limited 20th anniversary edition, 1,000 numbered copies on silver and black marble vinyl. This is British industrial metal.
Nice. It's on,
and it's
music on vinyl, so it's imported and it's harder to get.
Yeah, and it's number 909 on that one. So I think that's about all I pulled out when I popped in this morning. So yeah.
People asking, are you SOL if you win an album you already have? Unfortunately, yeah, because we don't have a way to know what you have or whatever. So usually it's just you just have an extra copy you can give to a friend, someone who's getting into vinyl. Say, hey, I have 2 of these records. If you already own it, that means you probably love it. So it makes a really good gift for someone who's getting into metal, getting into vinyl. We recommend that's Christmas present. Boom, you're already ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Birthday present. Hey, maybe you have the black vinyl. Maybe now you're going to get the silver splatter vinyl. I mean, I'm sure we all have records we have 2 and 3 copies of, right?
Yeah.
We're all guilty of that. So, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a way to figure out what you have. So I'm not going to say you're SOL, but they're all good records. So, I mean, you're going to have an extra of a second record. And, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of these records are great investments. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe you have a second copy and leave it sealed, and in 5 years, the super deluxe.
Like 5 years could be like the Tracy Chapman and
in 5 years,
quadrupled in
this
price.
thing's going for 4 times its price because they did them in 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, whether it's an investment or it's going to be a good gift, just leave it on the shelf. Sometimes that stuff becomes good trade bait. Hell, I've paid for records. I do it with MoFis all the time. I sell them for sticker, and then a year later, I'm buying them back for double what I sold them to the people for. Happens all the time. So, just think of it more like that.
Thanks, Tony. Yeah, I didn't catch your message before I started looking it up online here. So he was talking about the House on the Rock one.
Oh, good.
That was
American
a weird.
Gods.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch that. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
If there's anything we showed in the show that you want, give us a call. Phone number is 815-226-1259. Website is toadhallonline.com. There's a link in the chat. You can go buy the blind record draw for the Metal March. We will be drawing in 2 weeks.
Once more there.
Guys, we will not have a show next week because it's time to recharge the batteries.
For Nick.
For me. Annette did it last week, so she's all, look at how happy she is. I need to be like that.
I'm refreshed.
She's refreshed. So, no show next week, but we will be back to do the blind record draw in 2 weeks from today.
March 15th.
There will be a show. We will do a new vinyl roundup this week. I think there's enough I can put out a MoFi Minute this week.
Yeah, I saw that they were starting to push some stuff out.
There might be some data. There might be some chat for that too. So, no Tuesday show, but it should be the rest of the week should be good.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. We love doing this. And pulling ducks is our favorite day of the month.
Yes, it is.
So we're looking forward to March 15th. We will see you back here. Until then, guys, stay safe. Enjoy March. We're almost to spring.
Yes, we are.
Sun's out. It's warming up.
It is.
Happy St. Patty's Day is coming up.
Oh, yeah, well, we can...
Fat Tuesdays today for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I think we got a leprechaun hat for metal from draw.
I don't know where all those hats went that
We'll have
were
to find
next
them.
door, but I'm sure we can find something.
All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Have a good week.
Bye.